Stick around. Coming up next is BRAWL'N News number 120. It's an all wrestling update. We're going to talk about Matt Morgan and whether or not he's with TNA or isn't with TNA.
Suckers!
It's a work. It's a work. Also, we're going to talk about WWE Divas and how one is gone and another one is heading out the door. And we're going to wrap up with other divas, not WWE, but former divas, who are taking off their clothes for you if you have a credit card. All that and more coming right up. Here at Alternate Reality, less is always more, because all new comics are always 15% off here at Alternate Reality. Every day for everyone. Unlike other stores, I have knocked 15% off the cover price of every new comic that's ever walked out the door here, going all the way back to when I first opened in 1994. So why shop anywhere else when you can come down here and save 15% off every day for everyone at Alternate Reality?
The goal? To beat the other guy unconscious. Comic Book Man can do that with one family reunion story. It's time for BRAWL'N News.
Just when the bruises had all faded. BRAWL'N News, episode 120, Missing Tooth Serenade.
Hey folks, Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video outhouse. It's time for
BRAWL'N News, baby!
BRAWL'N News! Fight! Fight! Fight!
Hit
Fight!
again.
Coming to you from
So
this
long.
place, Alternate Reality, which is located at the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood. Alternate Reality, where all my new comics are always 15% off every day for everyone. Boo!
Yes.
Well, your bruises are healed.
Matt Morgan, is he or isn't he with TNA?
Well,
He is.
He is. Okay.
Matt Morgan
Was keeping me up
he
nights.
drives the bus.
Matt Morgan spent about 2 or so months teasing he was going to go to the WWE. And then we found it, and then he started doing things a couple weeks ago, like crashing TNA house shows. He actually re-signed with TNA like about a couple months ago. So he was basically screwing with you.
It was a work?
Yes, it was all a work.
Oh, I hate it when
Sure
that
you let him
happens.
have
It
it
was
next time you see him
all a
live.
scam.
My puppets! Dance, my puppets, dance! Anyway.
I didn't buy it for a
You
minute.
are a vulnerable bunch.
I didn't buy it for a minute.
Meanwhile, over at the
They're
WWE,
having diva issues.
the Diva division has got a whole bunch of problems. And the headlining of problems is Kelly Kelly.
Kelly Kelly's no longer with the WWE.
Bye!
She left the WWE. Actually, this relationship said it had a problem a couple months ago.
What
because,
relationship?
Well, the business relationship.
Oh, okay.
Because she set up her website as barbarablank.com, which is her real name, and she started taking outside
Barbara
projects.
Blank?
She wasn't
Her real
born
name is
Kelly
Barbie
Kelly,
Blank.
no?
Barbie Blank's her real name.
Her real name is Barbie
Stick
Blank.
with Kelly Kelly.
Well, she can't use Kelly Kelly. It belongs to WWE.
Oh, let's see. Come up with a stupider name than Barbie Blank. Oh, Kelly Kelly.
Well, the WWE came up with Kelly Kelly. That
Yeah,
wasn't-
a lot of work went
There's
into
really
that.
a lot of effort.
How about poopy pants?
Poopy Pants is good. But the business relationship wasn't good. Then she did a calendar which had some photos that were a little too risque for the PG nature. And she came back and made a
cleavage.
couple of appearances on Raw. And now she's off working alone. I think she's charging like about $1,500 or $2,000 for shows showing up for independent dates. And she's not the last diva leaving because
Oh, there's another one leaving.
Beth Phoenix may
Yes.
not be that far behind. Beth Phoenix.
Why
has
would
been-
she be leaving?
Well, she's caught in a rut. She's hanging out with her boyfriend Edge, and he's
Has she pretty much gone as far as you can go?
it's not a question. Well, she's had this start and stop thing. They'll get to the point where they started her, and they had, she was this dominant diva, and they had this whole thing where she was hanging out with Jim Neidhart's daughter, and they're going to have a program together. Then the program didn't happen, and she would, she'd be there, and they wanted her to be smaller. Because if you look at her now, she's a lot smaller now than she used to be. She used to be a little thicker than that.
Yeah.
And so she's at the point where she's sort of reached the end of her road. And of course, the person getting blamed for all this is Edge, because Edge and the WWE don't have a working relationship either, because Edge is off. He's like, what, you wanted me to sign a Legends deal and you weren't willing to pay me enough and you were kind of insulting me. And my girlfriend's with me all the time anyway, and she's going, I'd like to spend time with you, Adam.
Why isn't Edge going over to TNA?
Edge won't. Well,
I mean, he can't wrestle, but I mean,
he can't wrestle
He
anymore.
can do many other things. Man talks up Blue Street.
Actually, Adam Edge Copeland is his name on Twitter, and he's working with Tommy Dreamer's House of Hardcore promotion, which is an independent promotion. So he's still involved in wrestling, but he can't wrestle. And he showed up at shows and done autographs and stuff with a whole bunch of other things. And the WWE and he may get along at some point, but they got to up their money a little, because it's like, look, my neck's screwed up. My neck got screwed up working for you guys, and you're offering me a Legends deal, which is paying me, at least pay me half of what I was making when I was an active wrestler.
I bet you $1 million he signed a piece of paper that said we got nothing to do with how hurt you.
Well, he's not blaming them for it, because he's not blaming them for it
He's
at all.
hoping they'll own up.
But his attitude is, you want me to sign a Legends deal, you need to pay me a little more. You need to offer me a little more money than you offered me, because it kind of insulted him with the offer they made.
There are some divas who once they leave a federation, they try to go to another federation, or they try to stay within professional wrestling, you know, in order to, you know, make their livelihood. And then there are other divas who decide to take their clothes off. This is a story about the latter of the two.
They're my favorite kind.
Bo, who's taking their clothes off?
Well, if you remember the days of WCW, you had Tylene Buck, who was known as Major Guns because, well, she had these big fake hooters and she was blonde. But she's actually right now making a living doing nude webcam
time to make them pay off.
using the name Tyler Buck, and she's promoting herself as a former WCW star.
If you have a credit card,
you can see Tylene Buck do nude shoots.
And she will do just about anything for you as long as you have a credit card that works.
And she's on the same website with a Long Island Alita, Amy Fisher, who got into porn.
Oh, God.
Amy Fisher, really?
Amy Fisher's in porn. She works in porn right now.
In front of or behind the camera?
In front.
Honey, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to shoot this guy in the face, and then I want to do porn scenes when I'm in my 40s.
Camera.
And Amy Fisher's made a relatively
We're
nice
so
living
proud.
doing porn.
I would say her family must be so proud, but she's from Jersey, isn't she?
Yeah, she's from Jersey.
So family probably is very proud.
Probably expected of her
Probably
anyway.
way worse.
Family's probably quite proud of her because she's a success.
She's doing a lot better than Joey Buttafuoco.
I tell you something, my daughter's like that.
We're out of the trailer park.
Okay, and that's it. We're done. We're finished out of here. We got no more news, thankfully.
Oh, yeah.
But you can go to the store's website. You can check out all the wrestling news. This man sends me that I post up there. Bo.
Yes.
Where's that website
Oh,
at?
yeah.
No, not the one for taking off your clothes.
It's not where Tylene Buck is, but Sarah
One
knows
for
where it
news.
is.
So we keep our clothes on.
Tell her where it is, Sarah.
Before I started working here, I had dreams. Dr. Sarah. I like the sound of that. www.myalternatereality.com. What about Judge Sarah? Prime Minister Sarah? Professor Sarah? Or Miss America Sarah?
So go to the store's website. Check out all of Bo's news that he sends me.
The fully clothed news.
That I post up there. And until next time,
Right.
this is Comic Book Man, fully clothed, and
This is Bo.
also
Partially
fully
clothed.
clothed.
Partially
he's
clothed. I'm
not
not wearing pants.
I'm not showing you that.
It's scary, folks. Bye!
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.